Joey has spent basically his life taking care of elephants. And what a great guest and what a great find to have someone with such talent to explain to us how smart and emotional elephants are. Joey, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Charles. My initial start with elephants was with my grandparents. When I was about 15, they let me get around some elephants. They were circus people. And from there, it just took off. I just loved them from day one. I've been working with elephants now for 26 years. Elephants are extremely intelligent. I'd say they're probably one of the most intelligent animals on Earth. The problem with that, if I may, is they're not human-like, so sometimes scientists just don't equate their intelligence to a human type. But they're extremely intelligent, things they can come up with and the things they devise and just always thinking about things. They're very caring. They keep their young with them for most of their life. Orphaned elephants will be adopted by other elephants and taken care of. I know cases where one elephant is injured and the other one will feed it to make sure it gets its nourishment. Elephants are conservation minded. One story I remember, we'd take the elephants out to different areas around the park and just let them eat for a little while. And one day it was really, really hot and they were getting thirsty. I could see they were getting thirsty. And Jean, the little elephant, she walked over and found a faucet. And she felt around on it and turned it on. And she'd seen me do that 1,000 times. She drank her water and she felt around on it again and turned it off. She didn't want to waste any water. When I worked at Audubon Zoo in New Orleans, the two elephants there, I call high-class elephants. One elephant, I had 53 different commands for her, and the other ones had 51. And the only difference was there were certain things she could do body-wise that the other one couldn't do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they can go upwards of 60, 65 different commands. I've been to Chile and trained 2 elephants down there. I've taught how to do elephants' nails and feet in Mexico. And I've also been to Nepal and taught young mahouts how to handle elephants there. We use more humane techniques here in America. Sometimes the old ways in the Southeast Asian countries can be somewhat hard on the elephants. So a lot of the techniques we use here are more to keep the elephant trusting of you and keeping them well and wanting to be around you and just safer for them. They're trained without pain all over the United States and Europe every day. The purpose, when you're training an animal, any animal, whether it's an elephant or your dog at home, you don't want to cause the animal discomfort because you want the animal to trust you and come to you. If you don't have that kind of relationship with them, you're not going to get very far with teaching them anything. And you will likely get hurt by that animal. With the latest push to take elephants out of zoos and take them off the road with the circus, you take them out of the public view. And the old saying, out of sight, out of mind, it rings true. If people don't see it in front of them and have the opportunity to touch it and look it in the eye, they usually don't care about it much. They enjoy the stimulation of different places. There was a study done about 10 years ago. It was a mortality study of wild versus captive elephants. Which lived longer. Well, obviously captive elephants live longer because they don't have the worries of what goes on in the wild, poaching, whatever. But in that sub-study, it was found that circus elephants outlive zoo elephants by more than 11 years. And one of the things, having elephants in captivity or captive populations gives us a window into how we can better serve the wild populations. We can learn things where human-elephant conflict. Elephants go on farmers' lands, destroy the whole land. What's the farmer's option? They're going to poison the elephant, set a snare, or shoot its eyes out. Happens all the time. Well, here in the States with the captive populations, we can work on things to dress fence lines with that will deter an elephant. Not hurt them, deter them. Maybe a pepper spray, maybe a hive of bees or something, because elephants don't like bees. So having a captive population helps with all of those types of things. And also, right now, big news, Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey is working with Johns Hopkins and MD Anderson on a cancer study. Of all the mammals on Earth, elephants are the only ones that do not contract cancer. So they're trying to figure out why that is.
Joey, thank you for a great interview.
No problem, it was wonderful, thank you.
And thanks for being with Awesome Wildlife Effort. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more.
A story that everybody likes is my wife and I, we both worked at the zoo. And there were days she would come over to see me at lunchtime or whatever, and I'd still be working, and she would just walk out in the yard, and we'd stand there and talk. And Panya, the larger of the elephant, we had a wonderful relationship. She would always wander over and work her way between the two of us and take me by the hand with her trunk, just to show that she's the boss here, you know.
Subscribe to Awe Noobs. We've interviewed numerous people, artists, legislators, people operating sanctuaries, activists who are working hard to save vanishing species. Get involved.